Hi everyone, my name's Camille and welcome back to another video. It's been a while since I've been here, my hair is gone, and I have a lot of hyperfixations, and one of them is books, obviously, and I just wasn't very into reading over the summer. It just wasn't my main focus. I got super into crocheting, which is kind of like more on the down low now, but I would constantly be crocheting over the summer, and now I've kind of got my life at like a low simmer where I'm trying to even out all my hobbies, and so I thought, why not come back to YouTube, because I really love watching people do reading challenges, so I wanted to do some of my own. And I have a problem, a currently reading problem. Let's see, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 books plus 2 audiobooks in my currently reading. We need to change that. I want to get it down to like 1 or 2. So I'm going to go over with you guys how far I am through these books, how long I've been reading them approximately, and then we'll just get started with the vlog. It will probably be a while. I'll try to give you guys dates so you can see how long this actually takes me. It might take me like months, but I'm gonna try to not read anything. Powerful gave up on me. Oh. I'm gonna try to not read anything besides these books, except some extenuating circumstances. But yeah, I'm really excited to finish these up. So first up, this is my most recent book I've picked up. This is Powerful by Lauren Roberts. So this is a novella, which is a companion to Powerless by Lauren Roberts, and very hot take, but I really didn't like that book very much. It just felt very tropey and kind of derivative, but I kind of want to be back in the world. I don't think I'm going to read Reckless, but this is tiny. It has barely any words in it, and I thought this would be a good book to bring to the gym because it's small and it's quick to get through, so this is my gym book, as well as my Kindle, which, wait, I forgot I have another book on my Kindle. Is that 11 books for me to read? Okay. I'm genuinely only like, 4 pages into this because I brought it to the gym for a little bit and didn't read much of it, but I'm probably gonna get through this really quickly. Next up, we have Daydream by Hannah Grace. This is the 3rd book in the Icebreaker series. I know Icebreaker has a lot of certain connotations to it, but this one is a lot different because it's about my favorite character, Henry, who's very sweet. That's him right here, and not gonna lie, I forgot her name. Give me 1 second. Hallie. This is Hallie. She's kind of she's a bookworm, kind of socially awkward, very introverted, and she has an adorable cat. Anyways, this is kind of like a friends to lovers romance, and I've been annotating it a lot, so this is about how far I've gotten, and currently I am on page 172. And the audiobook is coming from the library soon, so I'll definitely get this done pretty quickly once I get that. Next up, we have Done and Dusted by Lila Sage. So I started this a while ago because I thought I was going to go to one of her events, but it got sold out. So I'm very close to the end. I'm not super interested in this, but I kind of want to see what happens at the end. It's whatever. Let's see. It's 40 pages. Like I could just get this done in one sitting, so I want to add it to my reading challenge. Don't want to DNF so far, and so yeah, gotta finish this one pretty quickly. Next up, we have a not very well-known book, which is The Love Interest by Helen Comerford. So I went on a trip to Europe this summer, and it was so fun, but I had a very long layover in Heathrow Airport, and I was in London, so you know what that means. Books. So if you don't know, books in England are very cheap. Let's see, this one was £9 for this book, and they also had some deals in there. So I got the UK edition of The Ballad of Never After because those covers are so pretty compared to the ones here. That's the 2nd book in the Once Upon a Broken Heart series, which is my personal favorite. And I also got Yellow Face by R.F. Kuang, and also this one. So this is a superhero kind of book, as you can tell. And so in this world, there are superheroes, and this guy is the new budding hero, and there are prophecies about these superheroes, and the person that they save in their big fulfilling the prophecy moment is usually their love interest. And so this guy saves the main character, but she is not interested, and so she's trying to get her way around the paparazzi and just trying to live her life, you know. Of course, they do fall in love eventually, I mean, you know. But I actually don't have a bookmark in this, or do I? I do not, but I know I can find my place. I'm pretty sure I'm maybe like this much into it. I think this only has like 500 reviews on Goodreads, so I'm very interested to keep reading. I really like it so far, so this one is not top of my priority list, but once I get those ones done, then this guy will be there for sure. This one I read in Heathrow Airport during my layover, and I haven't picked it up since, so it's been a few months, but I heard amazing things, and I just know that it's gonna be good. I just haven't felt the need to pick it up. I am 60 pages in. Not much has really happened, actually, but this will probably be at the end of the video once I get through everything else, because like I said, I'm not super interested, but yep, this one is there too. Next up, we have a book that I've been reading for forever. I had the audiobook of this, and then it ran out of time for me, and then I bought it because I was so interested, and then I never kept reading it. So I'll probably try to get the audiobook again so I can finish this up. I do want to annotate it because there are some really interesting parts of this. This is all about incel culture online and men who hate women. This is a nonfiction book, which is kind of rare for me. Second to last, this is the book without the dust jacket. Let me go get it. Here we are. I have a bin where I keep my dust jackets because I don't like having them when I'm actually reading the book, you know? This is Phantasma by Kaylee Smith. This is a, how do you describe it? Like a paranormal romance, a fantasy romance sort of thing. I don't know too much about it. I am like 80 pages in and it just started. This is a very big book. So I just know that it's kind of like a competition sort of thing. And this girl can see ghosts and they're in Louisiana in what seems like the 1800s. So we'll see how that goes. I'll definitely keep you guys updated, but not too much has happened yet. And last up is this Behemoth, which is a comic book. I know it's shaped very weirdly. I don't really know what the reason is for that. But this is Rusty Brown. I forgot who the author is. Let me try to find it. All of the info is on this really cool stripe right here, but it's in very small font. I believe it is FC Wear. So this was recommended by Shane Top from Smosh. I've been obsessed with Smosh videos recently. I used to be into them maybe like, 5-6 years ago, but I've rekindled my love for their videos and I constantly have them going even though I should be listening to my audiobooks. But anyways, Shane said that this was one of his favorite books, that it was extremely depressing, but that it was good. The pages don't have page numbers, so I'm this far in. Maybe that's like 36%, something like that, but it's about a boy named Rusty who's in a small town, I believe it's in Nebraska, something like that, and he's 7 and he's very socially awkward, and his dad is kind of an odd person. He's a teacher at Rusty's school, and there's other teachers that are like really odd people that you follow, and then there's a pair of siblings who just moved and you get to see their perspective, and you also get to see Rusty when he's older. So I don't really know how to describe this. It's kind of like a slice of life, but you know that it's gonna be like really sad. But what's interesting is that, especially at the part I'm at right now, I'll try not to give you guys any spoilers, but look how tiny that font is. Like, compared to my finger, I have to genuinely read it like this. And I can't read this laying in bed either because this is the most uncomfortable shaped book. So this is my sitting on the couch reading, taking a break kind of thing, or whenever I'm being driven in a car, which is very rare. But anyways, I've been reading this for maybe 4 days, so I'll definitely get this done pretty quickly. I think this will be the first one done on my list. And yeah, I'm enjoying it. It's very intriguing, and I'll keep you guys posted. Next up, we have The Wrath of the Triple Goddess by Rick Riordan, and this is the, 7th book in the Percy Jackson series. So Rick Riordan brought back the Percy Jackson series, and he's doing some fun intermediary books. By the way, I just wanted to say, I don't support Rick Riordan. He supports a two-state solution, which is not my personal beliefs, so I don't want to go out and buy any of his books directly, so I'm just borrowing this from the library. But I do like Percy Jackson, so I want to read it, but I just wanted to say that I don't want to promote him as a person. But anyways, I am maybe 15% through this, and I'm really enjoying it so far. I mean, obviously it's in the Percy Jackson world, it's very funny, and it's those characters that I grew up with, so I'm really enjoying it. And I am also reading A Reaper at the Gates by Saba Tahir, which is the 4th book in the Ember and the Ashes series. I'm gonna meet her on Friday. Today is Sunday, so I'm definitely going to be flying through that book, but I'll still give you guys a review. I don't know how much I can say because it's the 4th book in a series, but I'll vlog getting to meet her, I guess, and I'm really excited for that. So that one will be done very quickly. And then we have Doppelganger by Naomi Klein. This is another one of those books where my hold ran out on my audiobook and I haven't really gone back to it, but this is another nonfiction book, and it's about a woman named Naomi Klein who is a very left-leaning climate activist kind of person, and it's about how she gets conflated with Naomi Wolf, who is like a conservative pundit who goes on Steve Bannon's podcast and stuff like that. She used to be very feminist, and there was a joke about it on Parks and Rec that I just thought it was really funny, because at the time, you know, she was so staunchly feminist, but now she's completely gone over to the other side. But anyways, Naomi Klein kind of goes into a deep dive about the conservative side of the internet and the person that people are associating her with. So it's really fascinating, but I'm just now realizing that that's 3 audiobooks, so the books just keep stacking up. Maybe this is like 12 books, so this is gonna take a long time. But anyways, the last book we have is In a Jam by Kate Canterbury, and this is on my Kindle. I also read this in Europe, so it's been taking a while, but this is a romance book about a woman whose fiance breaks up with her, and her grandma passes away, and so she inherits her grandma's farm. But in order for her to keep the farm, she has to get married. I know it's one of those silly kind of tropes, but anyways, her childhood crush is back in that same town where she grew up with her grandma, and now he's really hot. And he's also the legal guardian of his niece, which is like the best character ever. I love her so much, she's so cute. But anyways, really enjoying that one. I think I'm 65% through. I've recently started going back to it, so I'll just give you guys updates about that one, but I really like the book so far. There's a lot of romance books in this pile, actually. I don't usually read that much romance, but anyways, this video is going to take forever. Today is October 6th, and I will probably see you in January or something like that. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed hearing me talk a lot, and this is probably going to be a 50-minute video, to be honest, but anyways, I'm really happy to be back, and I'll see you guys when I start reading. Hi everyone, just wanted to give you an update before I head into work. I gotta go in like 5 minutes, but anyways, today I went to school and worked on a bunch of stuff for ceramics, so I was able to have my AirPods in, and I got 22% of the way through the 4th book in the Ember and the Ashes series, so that's somewhere around 3 hours worth of the audiobook. Take into account that I do listen at 2x speed, or sometimes 220, it depends. I know that sounds kind of crazy, but you know, somehow my brain comprehends it. But anyways, I won't be able to read during work because, I mean, obviously I'll be busy, but I'll probably do a little bit of reading before I go to bed tonight, and I'll check in with you guys then. Hello everyone, I'm done with work. I know my hair looks kind of weird, but whatever. So I am going to be doing a paint by number just to chill and have some relaxed time. So let me turn my camera around and show you what it looks like. Here's what I've got so far. This has taken a really long time. I'm actually a painter, but I just find this really soothing because painting kind of stresses me out a little bit because I'm not very good at color matching. So this is very nice and soothing. So we are going to keep listening to A Sky Beyond the Storm, I believe it's called. And also the audiobook for The 7-Year Slip just came in, so we're going to finish The Wrath of the Triple Goddess and probably get to that one next after that. So yeah. Hi everyone, it's the next day. I am just eating my breakfast right now, even though it's like 11. I slept in because yesterday I drank a Celsius, which is an energy drink, and I forgot that energy drinks make me stay up even if I had them early in the day. So I had it at like maybe 10 a.m. yesterday, and I stayed up until 3. I usually go to bed at 11, so I got, like 7 hours of sleep, which isn't great for me, and so I'm very tired, and my dad wanted me to wake up so that we can change the oil in my car, and I did not wake up. But anyways, we were working on changing the oil, and now I'm just eating my bagel and some cheesy eggs and a London Fog with Splenda. I really need to get one of those like little tiny milk foamers because I hate doing it like on the stove, but I love having foamed milk, so I feel like I should just go to World Market or something and buy one of those. Anyways, my audiobook for Doppelganger by Naomi Klein just came in. It was available on Cloud Library, but I didn't know where I was because I first listened to it on Libby, so now that it's available on Libby, that's really helpful to like actually start where I was. So now I've got a lot of audiobooks. I'm 50% through the last book in the Ember and the Ashes series, so I'll probably get done with that one within the next 2 days. I'll try to listen to it a lot at the gym and of course on my commute to work, which is 30 minutes each way. So, oh, I completely forgot. Also, I found out that Kaylee Smith, the author of Phantasma, is actually coming to my city and she's doing a signing. So this is in a few weeks. And I really wanted to make sure that I actually finished the book. So I realized that the audiobook is only on Audible, but there was an Audible deal where it was only $1 for 3 months of Audible. So I was like, yeah, I'm going for that. So last night at 3 a.m., I bought 3 months of Audible and now I have the Phantasma audiobook. And so I'll probably get through that a little quicker now that I have that. And yeah, lots of updates, so I'll just keep you guys posted. Don't think I'll be doing any physical reading today, at least. See ya. Hello, I'm coming to you Thursday, October 10th to tell you that I finished The Wrath of the Triple Goddess yesterday. So that is one book done, I think 3 days into this challenge, and now I am something like 80% through the 4th book in the Ember and the Ashes series because I have really been trying to read it because tomorrow's the book signings. So yeah, there's a dog next to me, I'll show you. This is Lizzie, she's making a cameo. Anyways, I haven't been able to do any physical reading recently because I have been so busy, but tomorrow I'm going to be doing a lot of hanging around Huntington Beach, which is where I'm getting my book signed, and I'm probably going to just go to a cafe, sit down, do some homework, but I don't have that much work, so I might just do some reading. So I'm probably gonna bring Rusty Brown and my Kindle and maybe one other book because I have Phantasma on audio, so I'm not too worried about reading that physically. I think that'll be my next physical book after I finish this one. But yeah, I'm just getting ready for work. I have to go in 10 minutes, so wish me luck. I won't be able to do too much reading during work, but yeah, I think the challenge is going pretty well so far. Hello everyone, I just started my drive to Huntington Beach. My hair is kind of crazy because I just woke up. I haven't really had time to fix it, but anyways, I have the worst little phone stand known to mankind, so it's probably going to fall down again soon. But anyways, I have 14% left of the Ember and the Ashes book, so I'm definitely going to finish that on the ride, probably listen to some music. It's kind of a late morning, so maybe I'll listen to more of her stuff. I really want to get the Bewitched Goddess edition on CD, and I'm going to check out some record stores today, so maybe that'll be there. I don't know, maybe it's not something other people will want on CD, but anyways, yeah, I might go CD shopping. We shall see. I have a CD player in my car, so I like to collect CDs. I think it's pretty fun. Just have my favorite albums with me and a few that I just got for cheap. I don't know, I'm just talking about anything at this point. I'm wearing a Smashing Pumpkins shirt because one of Saba Tahir's books is named All My Rage, and that's based off of the song Bullet with Butterfly Wings from this album. This is a Melancholy shirt. And I also have that on CD, and I kind of want her to sign it because when you sign a CD, it doesn't really mess with the play of it at all, so I thought that would be pretty cool. I mean, I'm much more likely to meet her than I am Billy Corgan, so I was thinking of possibly bringing that with me and maybe she'll think it's cool. But yeah, I'll give you a check-in when I get to the cafe I'm going to. I'm probably going to get a matcha and some sort of pastry, something like that. And yeah, I'm super excited. I'll see you later. I turned off the TV and I lay. Hi everyone, just doing a little check-in. So I just went to the beach and laid under a tree for about an hour or so and did some reading. I got through something like 30% of Rusty Brown, I think, so I only have about that much left out of this much? Something like that? I don't know, maybe 20% left of the book. And it's really interesting. It's a little bit hard to follow, but I think I like it. I don't know. Everyone says it's crazy depressing, but I don't really see that yet, honestly. But anyways, I have a little story to tell. So I wanted all of the Ember and the Ashes books for this book signing, obviously. And so I wanted the old covers because when I bought my copy of the first book, I got it in the old covers. So these are the ones with the real people on them, not the like super old covers. But anyways, I ordered The Sky Beyond the Storm, which is the last book that I just finished today, from Goodwill on eBay, and it was a paperback because they were really hard to find for some reason. There's like only hardcovers, and it didn't send. So I ended up getting a hardcover from Target, and then when I went to the Barnes today, I went to the Barnes that the signing's going to be at earlier just to walk around and hang out, and I bought some CDs too. I'll show you guys that. But they had it in paperback, so I'm going to go buy it before the signing, and then I'm going to return the one that I got at Target. Anyways, let me show you the CDs. So I got 2. I wanted to get many more than this, but you know, I shouldn't spend all my money. And so the first one that I got is Origin of Symmetry by Muse, which is my favorite band. I love them so much, and this is one of my favorite albums. No skips. Here we go. It was $8, originally retailed for $11. And then I got To Pimp a Butterfly by Kendrick Lamar. This one was 20% off, originally $17. So I'm definitely going to listen to these when I'm driving back to the Barnes. I'm about to get dinner right now. It's only like 4, but the event is at 6:30, so just wanted to get some food in me and maybe walk around, check out some things. And yeah, I'm really enjoying my day today, and I'm just having a lot of fun by myself. Hi everyone, it's definitely been a while since I checked in. I'm looking kind of greasy right now. I just came back from my trip to Seattle, and maybe while I'm talking for a while, I'll intersperse some clips that I took, but it was really fun. I enjoyed it a lot. I bought 5 books, maybe. Shouldn't have really done that, but you know what? That's what money's for, isn't it? If you hear any weird noises, that's my dog just doing her thing. But anyways, I finished the Ember and the Ashes book 4, which is, I believe, The Sky Beyond the Storm, on the day of the signing. And now I have a little Saba Tahir shelf that I'll show you guys. I have all of the books she's ever written. And I was actually able to meet Ransom Riggs, who is Tahara Mafi's husband. He wrote Miss Peregrine's Society for Peculiar Children, and also Marie Lu was there, and she's written Legend and some other fantasy books like that. I haven't read any of her books. But it was a really cool event. I'm so glad that I went. And funnily enough, I saw someone from my school as I was walking out, even though I was in Huntington Beach, and that was pretty fun to see. I should talk to her more. But I have like 30 minutes left of Phantasma by Kaylee Smith, so I'm probably gonna finish that tonight or tomorrow. And I've been reading some of The Love Interest by, let's see, Helen Comerford. I am this far in. This is the side that I've read, and this the side that I haven't. It goes by pretty fast, and it's pretty entertaining, so maybe I'll read that tonight. I gotta decide between the two. I've been listening to the Phantasma audiobook for most of the time since last Friday. Today is Wednesday, by the way. And I also got pretty far through Rusty Brown on my trip because, as you saw, I was on the beach doing some reading, so I will probably finish that in maybe about 30 minutes or so. I just have to find some time to sit down and read it. I'm very busy for the next few weeks, but I'm sure I'll find some time to read. And yeah, I'm also co-writing my school's play, so I was working on that while I was on my trip, so I didn't have too much time to really sit down and read, but when I was on the train or just walking around, I listened to my audiobook or sat down and read it on my Kindle. And yeah, we're pretty good. We're on track. I have the 7 Year Slip audiobook, as I mentioned, and I will have the Daydream audiobook pretty soon. I'll definitely get started on the 7 Year Slip after I'm done with Phantasma, which will be pretty soon. So honestly, I think that we'll probably be able to finish all of these books by the end of the year. I think so. I mean, if I can find mostly audiobooks for all these books, I'll get through them pretty quickly because, I mean, you know, audiobooks are quicker. And anyone who says audiobooks aren't reading, that is not allowed here. I do not have enough time or honestly the attention span to constantly be sitting down and reading and not doing anything else, because I am the world's biggest multitasker and I love doing multiple things at once. So yeah, it's the best way for me to enjoy all my hobbies, and I can still talk to people about the books I read because I still actually read them. So yeah, let me show you my little shelf, and then I'll check in with you guys probably tomorrow. Here are all my beautiful Saba Tahir books. This one is another color because I bought it used and it's a little banged up. And this one's a hardcover because, as you guys saw, I couldn't find the paperback. So here we are, all of these beautiful books. And this one is definitely on my TBR. I'm waiting for the audiobook to come in, and I'm super excited for it. I got the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition. Oh my gosh, it's stuck in there. Here we go. It's a different color than the original. And it's got this cool map, and here is my personalized page with the really cool little signature that Saba does for her air books. And yeah, I'm really happy that I have this. Hi everyone, it's October 21st. I know it's been a while since I checked in. Honestly, I don't even know how long. Ignore my hair, it's wash day. I'll get this fixed soon. It's already growing over my eyebrows, and I got it cut like 2.5 weeks ago, something like that. Anyways, I just woke up like an hour ago and I was just laying in bed, so I know I sound kind of tired right now, but just wanted to let you know that I finished Rusty Brown maybe 2 days ago, and I also finished the 7-Year Slip last night. Rusty Brown was interesting. There were parts about it that I liked and parts about it that were a little for me. The art style was beautiful. I'm not dogging on that at all, but the story just didn't click with me so much. So I think if I had to rate it, maybe like a 3.5, something like that. And then the 7-Year Slip was really sweet. I didn't love it as much as most other people do. Like, I bought a physical copy because I thought that I was gonna like cherish it and want a physical copy so bad, but honestly, I'm probably just gonna resell it because I don't really see myself rereading it. It doesn't have much reread potential to me. It's kind of generic, but maybe it's just because I read a lot of romance. But I thought that the love interest was really sweet and like a total green flag, and I really liked the plot line about the main character's aunt and everything. I thought that was really well done. My dog is making a bunch of noise right now, but anyways, so now I just have the love interest and powerful men who hate women, a few more left. I'd have to go check and see exactly what they are, but I'm definitely whittling down my books, which I'm super happy about. So yeah, this is the most progress I've ever made on my currently reading, and I'm really excited to get to editing this video just to see how long it takes me to finish all these books. And maybe this will help me with my reading challenge, because right now I'm like 15 books behind. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to read 100 this year, which is funny because last year I read 200 books, which is insane. But I think a lot of that was because the work that I was doing, I was pulling weeds. I was able to listen to my books, and now I'm at a work where I can't really listen to audiobooks very much because I'm constantly working one-on-one with kids. So I think that plays a big part in it. And also I've just gotten some other hobbies like crocheting and painting and other stuff like that sometimes it takes a little bit too much focus to listen to an audiobook. So doing this challenge has brought me back into reading though, which I'm really happy about, and hopefully I'll make some more videos in the future. I'll update you guys whenever I remember to. By the way, I am gonna go to the gym today, and I'm gonna bring Powerful with me. Like I said, that's kind of my gym book, and I'll, I don't know, maybe get like 15 pages into it or something like that. I'm not gonna be on the bike machine for too long. But yeah, I hope you're having a great day. I need to wake up, maybe make some tea, and I'll see you guys later.
It's a pacing thing, but the best part about those is, so Rowan he followed after his shadow, stalking forward until his chest pressed into hers. Love, loathing, same passion, different names. And how easily and swiftly the lines can be blurred, don't you think?
Hi everyone, I just wanted to check in with you. I have been so busy recently, so I'm just in the car with you checking in while I'm on my way to go study with a friend. So today is Tuesday, let's think. Yeah, October 29th, so it's been a little while since I checked in with you because, like I said, I've been so busy. I went to Six Flags on Saturday, which was super fun, and on Sunday I went to a haunted maze with my friends. And I've just been going to work and stuff like that, so whenever I've been able to, I've been listening to my audiobooks, which have been Doppelganger, and I got the Men Who Hate Women audiobook back because my hold ran out last time. I also have a physical copy of that, but it's hard to read nonfiction books like quickly at all, because if you're really trying to absorb all of the information, you really want to read it kind of slowly, and obviously I don't want to take forever with this video. So I think I have that physical copy more so that I can like loan it out to people because I want other people to read this book, and so I can annotate it if there's anything that comes up. Anyways, I am, I think, 80% through Doppelganger and 70% through Men Who Hate Women, so I'm doing pretty good there. I am, I believe, 40 or so percent through The Love Interest, and I really need to finish Done and Dusted. I really don't have that much left of it, so I'll probably try to focus on reading that one before bed. I think I only have something like 50 pages, so I can knock that one out. I definitely think I'll be able to finish all these books in the next like 3 weeks or so, something like that. And I don't think I'm gonna hit my 100 on the reading challenge. I really don't think so, because I am currently 15 books behind, I think. So unless I read a ton of novellas, unless I just have a ton of time on my hands to read a bunch of audiobooks, or if I carve out a bunch of time for me to sit down and read, I definitely think I'm not going to reach that. But, you know, I think I read 78 books 2 years ago, and that's probably about where I'm going to be for this year. Last year was a total, like, I have no idea how I read 200 books. That's insane. Yeah, I don't think there will ever be a time in my life where I read 200 books again, but I'm pretty happy with what I've read so far this year. There haven't been that many 5 stars, unfortunately, but I think I'm going to spend a lot of next year rereading, because I just want to, like, reconnect with those books that I really love and feel confident about keeping things on my bookshelves, because I really don't want my book collection to get too big, because I know that I'm gonna have to move, like, sometime, I don't know about soon, but sometime close to the future, and I know that books are heavy, so I just want to decide what I really want to bring with me when I move out, you know, and I also don't want, like, my parents to just deal with all of my books sitting around. But anyways, I'm going on a giant tangent right now. All that is to say, I haven't made too much progress, but I'm working on it, and I'll get back to you guys soon. Hi everyone, I'm just going to be doing some stuff this morning, so I'm going to take you along with me. So, it is November 3rd today, and as you can probably hear from my voice, I am sick. I don't remember if I was sick last time I checked in with you guys, but I'm just going to put you on a pot on my stove. Ignore my air fryer, it's kind of loud. It's also a toaster, so I'm making some toast. It's 10 a.m. and I just got up, even though I woke up at 8 because I'm sick. So I'm going to take these giant Mucinex pills. They're really big. Anyways, yesterday I thought I would sit down and do some reading because I was kind of bedridden. And I picked up Done and Dusted and Powerless, and I realized that I'm really not interested in either of those. I mostly picked up Done and Dusted because there was a lot of hype around it, and I was going to go to a book signing for Lila Sage, but I didn't realize that all of the tickets were sold out, so that's why I own a physical copy. So I'm probably just going to resell that one. Somebody probably wants it on Pango Books, but yeah, I just read a little bit more of it, and I realized I was not invested in the characters at all. They had already gotten together, and I just wasn't interested. And then with, it's Powerful. Yeah. With Powerful,
Also, the writing style is just kind of juvenile. I mean, it is a YA, but that was one of the gripes that I had with the original book, and I just didn't really like the characters very much, and yeah, I don't know, it just wasn't really my thing, and I thought that it would be kind of like a nice quick read, but I'm not really interested. So, that means that we have, I believe, 3 books left. So we have The Love Interest, In a Jam, and Daydream. So I've been reading In a Jam a little bit before I go to bed. I think I'm about 70% through that one, so I'll probably finish it within the next 2 weeks or so. Daydream I have on audio, so that one will be done pretty quickly, probably within the next, 3-4 days. And then The Love Interest, I'm not super interested in it, it's not really gripping me, but I also kind of feel bad for not finishing it because it's kind of a small author kind of thing, and I want to support her by leaving a review, and I don't want to leave a bad review, so I'll probably give it a little bit more time. But I went to the library the other day and picked up some comic books, and I really want to read those. So yeah, I'm gonna try to get through these ones as fast as I can. So I guess this is probably gonna take about a month. Did I start this in early October? I don't really remember. But yeah, here's my update. I'm still tired. Wish me luck that I don't burn my toast, and I'll see you later.
Hi everyone, it's November 8th and we're finally done. I don't even know how long this video has taken, at least a month, right? Something like that. Well, anyways, I'll put on the screen somewhere how long this took. I'm pretty proud of myself for reading so many books in so little time. I still have, Okay, I have 75 books out of my 100, and it's the beginning of November, so I don't think I'll be able to read 25 books in a month and a half, but you know what, maybe I can if I read a lot of comic books. But anyways, I just wanted to give you guys a rundown of my thoughts on all the books because I realized that I didn't actually give reviews or explain the books very much while I was filming, but now I'm here to do that. So first up is A Reaper at the Gates. I can't really explain this one too much because, it's the 4th book in a series, but I'll explain A Ember in the Ashes to you. So this is about Laya. She was growing up in the desert with her grandparents and her brother, and the police go to capture her brother because he's done something against the law, and they kill her grandparents. And they take her as a slave, and she works for one of the most important people in the Empire, which is where they live. And her name is the Commandant, and she is the major evil of the series. And so her son, he's trained to be a mask, which is part of the military, and they have kind of special powers. They're ruthless killers, and he wants to defect from the masks, and he wants to leave and doesn't like his mom. And so they somehow find each other and are trying to fight back against the Empire. And there's a little bit of romance there too. And I adored the first book. I gave it 5 stars. It was amazing. The rest of the series, though, not so much. I gave them, I believe, 3.75 to 4s each. It just didn't exactly go in the direction I wanted it to, but I really did enjoy the characters, and I got to meet Sabata here, and she was really nice, and that was a great experience. And yeah, I thought it was pretty good. Next up was The Wrath of the Triple Goddess by Rick Riordan, and it's a Percy Jackson book. It was pretty good. It was funny, it had the old characters that I know and love, and it was a very nice blast to the past. Next up was Phantasma by Kaylee Smith. I thought this book was pretty good. I will always have attachments to reading it in Seattle, which was really nice. I read it on the ferry while I was reading it on my Kindle and on my audiobook, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. It's a dark fantasy romance, and it was pretty cheesy and not the most amazingly written, but it was fun for what it was. And for what it is, I'd recommend it if you think it's your sort of thing, but if it's not, I wouldn't say check it out. Next up is Rusty Brown, and I didn't love this as much as Shane Topp from Smosh does, but I thought it was pretty good. A lot of people say that it's extremely bleak and depressing, and I see that, but also it didn't really give me like that really depressing feeling. I didn't feel very connected emotionally to the characters. I think it was just so dense that it was hard for me to parse through everything that was going on because the text was so small. There was so many illustrations that I'm sure meant a lot of things, but it didn't really permeate my brain. I think my review was like, I'm too dumb to really understand this, and that's kind of how I felt. I think I gave it like a 3.5. The art was astounding though. Next up was The 7-Year Slip. Didn't enjoy it as much as other people. I sold it on my Pango, actually. I bought it full price because Tia Chu and a bunch of other YouTubers were like, this is the best romance book ever. You're gonna adore it. You need to buy a physical copy. And then I found it a little bit lackluster, to be honest. I think maybe because I read so much romance, I'm a little bit desensitized to the tropes and stuff like that. I mean, I thought it was really sweet. I liked the main character and the themes of grief, and I thought that the love interest was really sweet, but he was also just a tiny bit boring. And I liked the premise, but there just wasn't a lot of intrigue, and it was kind of just a slice of life, like, very nice story, for a lack of a better word. So I believe I give this one 3.75, something like that. Next up was Men Who Hate Women by Laura Bates, and I don't give star ratings to nonfiction, so I'm just going to talk about this one. This one is all about incel culture and about how that and the manosphere, which is like online forums for men who hate women, and it just talks about how it's affected our society and what we should do about that. And this was a fascinating book. I couldn't recommend it more. I think it should be like required reading for men, honestly. I think that it's really easy to fall into that hole and to be sucked into these ideas, but like everything they peddle is falsehoods, and it's really hard to get out of stuff like that. So I want to try to get the men in my life to read it. I don't know if it'll happen, but it's very good. Highly recommend. Next up, speaking of another nonfiction, is Doppelganger by Naomi Klein. And this one was great as well. It was amazingly written, and it really spoke to me as a Jewish person myself. It was really great to read about, and also as a leftist. It was interesting to see this woman's experience with COVID as a political activist and a speaker and that sort of thing. And it was great to hear about her life and her as a person and her deep dive into the alt-right, which fascinates me. I'm definitely going to do more research into all of that kind of stuff. But once again, would highly recommend. There's a great passage about Palestine that's in there that I'm trying to get everyone to read. Next up is Daydream by Hannah Grace. This one didn't meet my expectations. I loved Henry in the Icebreaker book. He was one of my favorite characters. He was super sweet, and he just felt a tiny bit, for lack of a better word, one-dimensional in this. I didn't really feel a kinship with either of the characters. Of course, a lot of the mental illness issues mentioned were great and awesome representation, but I just didn't feel it, yes, it was great representation, but I didn't truly feel connected to the characters. And I thought it was sweet, but I just felt like I was an outsider looking in, and I really didn't get pulled into the story. So, not my favorite of Hannah Grace's. I might check out her other stuff, but she's kind of like Liz Tomford, where she makes her one big book. I thought it was okay. I saw some promise in it. I read the next ones, and I was like, yeah, whatever, not worth it. And last up, we have In a Jam by Kate Canterbury, and this is a romance that I liked. It took me a long time to read because it is a long book, but once I got back into it, I was sucked in. It's a great book. If you like the trope of a man who's been pining for you for forever, look no further. He has a really cute niece who's one of my favorite characters, and I really like the main character. She had a lot of personality, and I really felt like I was just sucked into the world, and I want to buy a physical copy of this, which is saying something. So, highly recommend that one. I think 4.5. It was a great book. Well, that's it. Wish me luck editing this video. It was great to see you guys. I haven't been here in a long time, and I probably won't be for a little bit, but I do have another video idea. Apologies for this random tissue box that's just been next to me. But anyways, I hope you're having an amazing day, and I hope you have a good holiday season if you celebrate, and I'll see you around. Bye.